Happy Tuesday. This is Amanda, the Pay It Forward mom, filming from Virginia on another rainy day, and I decided to be cozy in my sweats and my holy jeans today. We had kind of a rough, well, really about a week. I'm going to make a full video about when the time is right, and of course not mention any names, but I was just feeling a little down and sad today, honestly. My best friend this morning was like, you really need a mental health day. And I'm like, I really do. But I am happy to be here talking to you guys. And I wanted to go into something today that we like to call the vaguebook posts. And these posts, even though the word book would insinuate Facebook, it's really not. It could be any social media. These are the posts that you see that are usually not positive, and you can usually tell they're directed at someone, you're just not quite sure whom. I stopped making these posts. Sometimes I am guilty of it or was guilty of it. And over the summer, it was last summer or early fall, I had a situation in my life that had been over for quite some time, and I just found myself that certain time of year, for whatever reason, reflecting on it a lot and the lessons that I learned from that. And so I make a very general, in my mind, post on social media, kind of going through different things that I learned and that you shouldn't do in relationships. And this person, she has nothing to do with my life anymore. She could not even see the post, or I never would have put it out there into the universe, and I shouldn't have. Because as soon as I hit send, I have friends calling, I'm getting texts, my mom's calling saying, are you okay? And who are you referring to, and what happened, what's going on? And I'm like, no. And it was one text that I got about, I don't know, a half an hour after I posted it. And it was from a very dear friend of mine since childhood. And she really thought it was directed at her, and it wasn't. So that's when I realized that these posts can be so hurtful to people whom you don't even realize, don't even come to your mind that they would think it's about them. It's just not good, guys. It's not good. And as adults, we have got to get better at social media and how we handle ourselves there. I always say that I am so thankful that Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, all the things weren't around when I was in middle school and high school. I certainly made enough mistakes, and I would not have wanted them blasted out there for the world to see. But then I feel like as adults, we're kind of failing our kids in how we behave on these different platforms at times, and we got to change it. Around Christmas time, a girlfriend of mine was dealing with a situation, and there was a lot of it, kind of these posts that were probably directed at her, she felt. But I kept saying, you know, that's one aspect of this person's life. There's multiple other avenues, and how many people in each avenue of her life are thinking, what did I do wrong? Surely that's about me because I did X, Y, and Z. It's very easy to plug yourself and your actions into these posts and then beat yourself up about it. And it keeps going, at least I know it does in mine, going over and over in my head if they're talking about me and what I could have done differently and should I say anything, when in all actuality, the post could have nothing to do with me, or in that situation, her. And you know how you feel when you're going through something, and sometimes it's even harder to see a loved one go through it, and watching her and how much it hurt her and just kind of like tormented, you know. I said, never again will I do that, and people have got to stop. It's got to end, guys. We are grown-ups. Thankfully, my children are not old enough yet to be on social media, but they will be one day. And a lot of my friends have children who are old enough, and it seems like every other person on, people you should know on Facebook are my friends' kids, and I'm like, oh my goodness, I'm so old. But with that said, like, they're watching. And it's our job to be their role models and to put kindness and positivity out there for them to see and hopefully for them to mimic. I have mentioned previously, I'm not a huge fan of the highlight reel, if you will, and only putting out there the best of things, because we are so guilty of looking at that feed and seeing all these wonderful things. What you're not seeing is how hurried the morning rush was before school, how the child threw 10 tantrums before breakfast. You're seeing the cute picture of him walking into preschool and you're thinking, oh, I wish my child behaved that well. You compare yourself to people's highlight reel, and that's not always good. So I'm not saying, we should always act like everything is puppy dogs and ice cream, but I do think we have a level of responsibility as adults to control what we put out there and remember that we're being watched, and to not say things that will hurt people, because it's not only going to hurt the person that you want to get at, I don't know, the person who you want to see it, it's going to end up hurting a lot of people who aren't sure what you're referencing. And that's probably not your intention. So Jen Hatmaker, she is a speaker, blogger, writer, really awesome person and mom. She made a post yesterday and it was exactly what I needed to see and hear at that time, but it's so true, and this kind of goes hand in hand with it. And she's talking about how just because someone's trying to get a response out of you, it doesn't mean you have to give one. And just because you've got tickets to the big fight doesn't mean you can't stay at home and watch Netflix. And I loved that comparison or analogy, because it's so true. And these things, putting these things out there in the universe, is kind of asking for trouble when we should be putting positivity out there, because that's what you're going to receive back. If you put out a bunch of negative and a bunch of things that make people feel bad and just not great about themselves, then that's what you're going to get in return, and nobody wants that. So as aunts, uncles, parents, teachers, coaches, anyone, as adults, even if you don't think you have children in your life looking up to you, you probably still do. So carry yourself in a manner that you would want them to carry themselves, and put out there positivity. So here is our first Pay It Forward Mom challenge. I challenge you guys to post something on your favorite social media outlet that's positive. It can be a compliment to a friend or a shout out to your child for doing something awesome. Just something that people, when they see it scrolling along, it's gonna bring a smile to their face, because that's really important. And when you cause someone happiness, then the likelihood of them causing someone else happiness, it is a cycle. It's a domino effect. My dog's right here. See, this is real life. So be good, be kind to each other, guys, and the children will follow in your footsteps. You are their role model, so be good, be a good one. Give it all you've got, lead by example. All right, that's gonna be it for today. That is all I have to chat about. I'm sorry that I am behind on my videos. Last week I shot one on Thursday and I loved it. It was about MLMs. I'm asked quite frequently about them, if I love them, if I don't love them, which ones are great. And I'm not honestly sure why, which I stated in that video, because I've never had huge success with them, but I have tried a couple and it's been an experience. And the video, I can't get it in the right format and it's taken me forever and I'm still learning. This is a major learning curve and it's a lot harder than you think. So after I was trying to add it up between Thursday and Friday, after like 6-7 hours of trying to get this video to be everything it needs to be for you guys, like size-wise, not even me saying or anything like that, which also happens to be a problem. I can't get it. I cannot get it right. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do. So bear with me, guys. My goal is the Monday, Thursday afternoons, but it may just be intermittent throughout the week. Make sure to subscribe. That's the biggest thing. Give the video the thumbs up, but the subscription is how you'll know. I'm not gonna be posting on Facebook any longer every time I post a video because I don't wanna drive everyone bananas with the posts. So you've got to subscribe and then you'll get a quick email. And how you do that, you need to have a Google account in order to create a YouTube account, but it's super, super easy. It takes no time at all. And then you'll be up and running and you'll be able to hit that little red button and find out when I post. So I hope you guys have a great day. I hope that if you are local to me, let's keep sunny thoughts in mind, putting sunniness, and maybe it'll help the weather, right? Let me know if you take the challenge. Let's use hashtag #PayItForwardMomChallenge. How about that? And let's see what kind of good we can put out there today. And if you put something out there and you immediately have something awesome come back to you, please message me and let me know about it, and I will tell everyone. Bye, guys.